as it relates to even Miami Beach. African Americans who worked as domestics, like my grandparents did on Miami Beach, had to actually have identification specifically for that purpose. They would have to go annually to get something similar to a driver's license, which licensed them to be able to be on Miami Beach in order to go to their jobs. Well, my grandparents came to Miami in 1936, and all of these things were in place. It probably began to loosen in and around the 50s. I'm a child of the 60s, and so I never went to segregated schools, but my older siblings did. So around the mid-60s, it was a completely different experience. And it's difficult to really understand that people that I know, even people that I lived in the house with, experienced that as commonplace every day. That was their experience every day. My sister has talked with me about her first day in integrated schools. She had been in segregated schools and been very comfortable, and then there came the time that she had to go to integrated schools. And so she relates to me the experience of that first day. The first thing she talks about is fascination. My mother worked at Dunbar Elementary School in Overtown as the school secretary, or one of the school secretaries. And my sister, though my family lived in an integrated neighborhood, my sister was still going to work with my mom because that was convenient. And when integration began and became enforced, all of the children had to go to their neighborhood school. And so my sister had to then go to Chatillon Elementary, which had been traditionally a white school. And she said that the first day she couldn't pay attention to the teacher because she was just so fascinated with the other children's hair and how they looked and whatnot, because she'd never really had a lot of experience with children who didn't look like her. We also are under the misconception that all of Liberty City has always been black, but that's not true either. There are certain pockets even of Liberty City which were once white. So between, I would say, let's say 20th Street or so, up until probably 54th Street or so, all of that was white town. So there were miles of white neighborhoods between Overtown and the black section of Liberty City. I don't know if there was a specific designation since it's a neighborhood and not an actual city. We now look at Liberty City as, I would say, anything from 54th Street north to maybe 79th Street, from let's say Northwest 7th Avenue over to maybe 17th Avenue, because adjacent to Liberty City is Brownsville or Brown Sub. And that was another African American development, but it's not the same as Liberty City. Eventually, through the news and other media outlets, it became common to refer to any part of African American community which was not right here in Overtown. Anything that was in central Miami where African Americans lived, everyone referred to as Liberty City, but all of that is not Liberty City.